Lies, lies, damn lies. What's going on YouTube? Chris here, aka HipToupee, back at you with another video. Fellas, we all know too well there's a lot of misconceptions surrounding men's hairpieces. In this video, I aim to dispel 5 of the most common misconceptions surrounding men's hairpieces today. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Misconception number 1, not being able to sleep with a hairpiece. All too often I get asked the question, can I sleep with the hairpiece on? The short answer to that is absolutely you can. I know we all have this doomsday scenario played out in our minds that one morning we're going to wake up, not feel the hair on our heads, frantically searching around the sheets only to find our hairpiece in between our legs staring back up at us. But I can absolutely assure you guys that that will not happen. The bond that they make for these things are so good, it's going to stay so secure on your head, that's not going to be a worry whatsoever, unless you're doing some high-level crazy sleepwalking. And even then, that's not feasible, guys. Moving on to misconception number 2. Not being able to take a shower with a hairpiece or get a hairpiece wet. Fellas, a question that I get asked the most is, can I shower with a hairpiece? Can I get a hairpiece wet? Can I swim with one? The short answer is absolutely to all 3 of those questions. As I alluded to earlier, the bond that they make for these things are just so strong, I can't stress it enough, that simply getting a hairpiece wet or swimming with one or even showering with one is not going to make it come off whatsoever. You can even go deep sea diving, you can go head first diving in a deep pool for all I care. It's not coming off when you go swimming, it's not coming off when you shower, it's not coming off when you get it wet, period. Moving on to misconception number 3. You can't exercise or play sports while wearing a hairpiece. While I can't guarantee that wearing a hairpiece may or may not improve your jump shot, I can guarantee that yes, you can be fit, active, play sports, and exercise while wearing one. The most recent example of this is LeBron James, out of all people. Yes, that's right, the king himself. He actually started wearing a hairpiece as of a few months ago, and he even wears his while he plays a game in the NBA, for crying out loud. How much more intense does it get than that? The bottom line is yes, you can absolutely be fit and play sports while wearing a hairpiece. In fact, if you feel so inclined, they actually make lace-based units, which are designed for people that are more active and play sports. They have microscopic holes on the top. That way it allows the hairpiece to be more breathable, it lets the sweat escape, and it makes it overall more comfortable if you are more active. So bottom line is yes, you can absolutely play sports and exercise while wearing a hairpiece. Moving on to misconception number 4. You can't have sex while wearing a hairpiece. Says who? Says you? Come on, don't be ridiculous. Of course you can have sex while wearing a hairpiece. In fact, I'll take it one step further and say that she can actually rub her hands through your hair while wearing a hairpiece. Now, I will say one word of advice with that though, fellas, is make sure you are bonded down real tight and secure in this sides and back area, because those are the parts of the piece that do tend to kind of lift the most. Not too much, but they do tend to lift slightly after a week or 2 has passed. So if you're going on a date that night or hope, or you think you might get lucky, just make sure that these are down tight and secure, because last thing you want, let's face it guys, a lot of women like to do this number while you're kissing and intensely making out. They like to kind of do this number right here and rub their hands all through it and get all busy in it and all that good stuff. Don't judge, letting it grow. Just make sure that it is tight and secure in the sides and back area, because last thing you want, guys, is for our hand or fingers to feel kind of the edge of material, which can make for awkward pillow talk afterwards. But don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. You can absolutely get down and busy while wearing a hairpiece. Misconception number 5. Only weirdos and creepy guys wear hairpieces.
Rubs the lotion on its skin.
Sure, if you want to consider Chuck Norris, aka Supreme Badass, creepy, or if you want to consider Ben Affleck, aka Batman, creepy, or if you consider LeBron James, aka the King, creepy, then sure, I guess you could say that creepy guys do wear hairpieces. Come on, get real, guys. There seems to be this stigma notion. I get it, guys. Before I started wearing a hairpiece some years ago, anytime I would hear the word toupee or hairpiece, the first thought that would come in my head is creepy Uncle Gary coming over only on Thanksgiving and Christmas, wearing his bad hairpiece, putting back a few too many beers, flirting with his distant cousins, and making it creepy and awkward for everyone. But guys, hairpieces have come along so way, and YouTube has been a big factor and a contributing factor of paving the way that, hey, wearing a hairpiece doesn't have to be creepy. There doesn't have to be the social stigma tied to it that just because you wear one that you're lesser than. I want to dispel that notion right now. There are plenty of high-profile people right now that are wearing hairpieces, highly respectable people that wear them. You absolutely don't have to be a creeper or weirdo to wear one. Now, granted, there might be some creepy or weirdo guys that just so happen to wear a hairpiece, sure, but them wearing a hairpiece doesn't make them a creeper or weirdo. They were a creeper or weirdo to begin with. So I want to dispel that notion right now and just throw it out the window. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Until my next video, take care.